What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Burrito Johnson coming at you with another video. New week, new video. I did 4 videos last week, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing 4 videos every week, but I think I did 4 videos just to kind of, you know, get things going. I'm shooting to do 2 videos this week. I really appreciate the people who have been commenting on my videos, who have been interacting with any questions that I've had or any comments or anything like that. I really appreciate it. I see you guys. I try to respond as quickly as I can and just have a conversation. That's my main goal, is to just have conversations with people in the community. And I'm not going to waste any more time. I wanted to talk about this movie. I just watched it for the first time in a couple years, and that movie is one of my favorites. This is just so much fun, and it's Night of the Creeps. Fred Dekker's Night of the Creep. Night of the Creeps. You can say that right. If you scream, you're dead. 4K collector's edition. This just came out last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it got if you want to pause it, you can see what it has. If you can see, it has a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative, meaning they basically took the original negative that was shot originally, scanned it, cleaned it up, and this is what you had in Dolby Vision. And I'm going to say this right now. Wow, this looks beautiful. It's not going to look better. This is the best this movie is going to look, and I can confirm that. I'm watching that. I watched that on my OLED TV on that Panasonic 4K player that everybody has, that everybody says it's perfect, which it's not. But I have that. I watched it on that, and it's perfect. We got the director's cut. I think it's the director's cut on both. So yeah, on the Blu-ray and 4K, there's no options for theatrical, from what I'm not seeing. Yeah, so you got the director's cut in here, plus a slew of behind the scenes. This is essentially the ultimate version that we're ever going to get. I don't see any other versions coming out. This is what you're going to get. So before I move on to what I got, so I got this, and of course, since I really enjoyed this movie, I saw this on the big screen a couple of years ago. That was the ultimate, experience that I got to have. And the last time I had seen it on video or something years and years prior to that. So this is the best it's going to get. Shout Factory, Screen Factory did an amazing job. It's what is it? 3-disc set. And yeah, you cannot go wrong with just buying this. This is what when you go out to the store, when you order from Amazon, this is what you're going to get. Now, of course, since Shout Factory always does the bundles, and this is one of my favorite kind of horror movies, I guess really quick, if you want to kind of just pause and see what that is, Thrill Me, which is Tom Atkins' famous lines for the movie. When an alien experiment goes awry, it crashes to Earth and infects a young college student. 27 years later, his cryogenically frozen body is thawed out by fraternity pledge, and the campus is quickly overrun by extraterrestrial creatures whose victims turn into zombies. Fred Dekker's thoroughly enjoyable throwback chiller deftly blends multiple genres and is rightfully hailed as a true cult classic. I'm going to disagree with the thoroughly. It's essentially from start to finish. It's awesome. And I'm gonna call out the true star of this movie. The true star is Tom Atkins. Daddy Atkins is the true star of this movie. He eats every scene that he's in up. He is fantastic. He was born to play this role. Every scene he's in is awesome. Thrill Me is basically his catchphrase, and he is by far the best part of this movie. He is the main reason why I will watch this movie over and over and over. Of course, You can't stop there with Shout Factory, Scream Factory, because they always have combos, and hey, buy, you could buy the normal version, or you could get the pack, the combo pack that we have. Part of the combo pack that I got was the alternate slipcover, the 4K, and that is the the black and white flashback sequence, if I could say that right. And basically this calls back to the flashback sequence that takes place in the 50s. It's black and white. As you can see, they put the slugs, the slugs on the car, and then you got the zombie killer guy who chops that girl up or whatever. And yeah, so you got that alternate cover, which basically, and then you got this alien. That cracks me up. This alien cracks me up. So you got that in the background. So if you want to throw in that alternate cover on there, you can. And it doesn't end there. This is such a cool combo. You get the posters. I honestly thought it just came with the standard poster. It doesn't. It comes with the alternate poster as well. So you could have one in one room and have one in the other room. I'm probably just gonna post this one up and call it a day. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I may put it in another room. I don't know. So you get that. But wait, there's more. Yeah, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I have to have this. And this was included. It was like a big bundle. And I'm talking about Daddy Atkins himself, Detective Ray Cameron, Dream Sequence NECA figure. Oh my God. This is awesome. He has his little, Mai Tai or fruity drink, and he has his sunglasses, and then you got all that stuff. And in the back, you got a full body shot of Daddy Atkins himself. This is how we're introduced to him. It's a dream sequence that he's having, because when we are introduced to him, it's actually, he's like this veteran cop who's just drinking himself to death and lost the love of his life. He actually is young. He's actually in this flashback, which I kind of dug. He actually is given a flashback from the 50s, and it kind of expands his character a little bit and why he is the way he is. But here we go. Alien brain parasites entering humans through the mouth turn their host into a killing zombie. Some teenagers start to fight against them. My favorite line of this movie is made by Daddy Atkins himself, when the sorority, because this whole story basically, for the most part, takes place in a college campus, and the final part of the movie takes place in a sorority, and they're being surrounded by these zombie aliens. And the best line is said by Daddy Atkins, Tom Atkins. Good news, girls. I got good news and bad news, girls. The good news is your dates are here. And one of the sorority girls is like, well, what's the good news? Or what's the bad news? They're all dead. So that's one of my favorite lines that I butchered, but it's one of my favorite lines. He is the best part of this movie. But yeah, main reason I got this is that I know Tom Atkins does the convention circuit a lot, and as late as last year, he was still running around doing convention stuff. So and at my in my state. And one of the main reasons I got this is that I know he's up there in age, and I'm not sure if he's still doing that, if he's still doing the convention. But if he is, I'm ready for him to sign this 100%. I will be. I almost opened this. I almost contemplated open this because I really wanted to open this, but I'm going to keep it in hopes that he comes through my state at some point, and I'm going to get him to sign this, and that's going to go on my wall. But yeah, this thing, if I had to give it a rating just based on release and presentation and everything like that, I'd probably give it I basically would give it an 8 out of 10. It's not like, it's not gonna blow you away, but I watch it on my OLED TV and it looks beautiful. You're not gonna be disappointed if you get on this. Jump on it now. Don't let this die. It's truly a cult classic. Fred Dekker doesn't get a lot of credit. One of the reasons I probably love this movie so much is because the following year, he directed one of my all-time favorite, which is the Monster Squad. So I guess maybe that's why I like this movie so much. He did the Monster Squad, and he doesn't get he doesn't get enough credit. The Monster Squad is one of my beloved movies, one of my first movies that I watched as a kid that really was scaring me. Wolfgang, the Wolfman, Godnard, stuff like that. To this day, Kino Lorber just did the 4K of Monster Squad, and I had to jump on that. But all right, yeah, Night of the Creeps. I think it's worth a buy, and I think you guys should go get it. This has been Burrito Johnson. I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, keep watching movies.